People who drive along Arthur Kill Road usually don't notice the mansion. That's the strange part. It's not hidden. It doesn't blend in. It's large, old, and sits too close to the road. Yet most people swear it wasn't there yesterday. Locals say the house has no official address. Mail doesn't arrive. Utility records don't list it. And every few years, someone claims to have been inside. No one stays long enough to describe it the same way. I learned about the mansion while researching abandoned properties in Staten Island. Old zoning maps showed a structure that shouldn't exist anymore. Condemned decades ago, marked as demolished, but satellite images still showed it. So one night, just after midnight, I parked my car on the shoulder of Arthur Kill Road and walked toward the iron gate. It was already open. The air felt wrong, heavy, like the sound had been absorbed by the walls. No insects, no wind. Even the road behind me seemed distant, muffled. The front door of the mansion was unlocked. Inside, the house smelled faintly of damp wood and something metallic, not blood. Something colder. The layout didn't make sense. Hallways bent slightly, like they were trying to avoid straight lines. Doors led to rooms smaller on the inside than they should have been. And there were mirrors everywhere. Not decorative mirrors. Old, stained ones, mounted too low or too high. None of them reflected me properly. In every mirror, I appeared a half-second late. When I moved my hand, the reflection followed, slowly. I told myself it was fatigue, bad lighting, expectation bias. That's when I heard footsteps upstairs. Slow, measured, like someone carefully matching my pace. I climbed the staircase, each step creaking louder than the last. At the top, a long hallway stretched farther than the house possibly allowed. Portraits lined the walls. Not paintings. Photographs, black and white images of people standing in front of the mansion. Families, couples, children. All of them were staring directly at the camera. All of them had the same house behind them, and all of them were missing their eyes. I felt watched, not from one direction, but from inside my own head, like a memory that didn't belong to me was being replayed. At the end of the hall was a bedroom. The door creaked open by itself. Inside, the room was empty, except for a chair facing the corner. Someone had carved words repeatedly into the walls, deep enough to expose the wood beneath the plaster. It remembers you. I didn't remember the mansion, but my body did. My heart raced as if recognizing a threat it had faced before. My hands shook like they'd held something heavy here, something alive. Then the whisper started. Not a voice, more like a thought that wasn't mine. You always come back. The mirrors in the room began to darken, one by one, until only a single reflection remained. This time, it moved before I did. It stood up from the chair in the corner. Tall, unnaturally still. Its face wasn't distorted. That would have been easier. It was familiar. It was my face, older, exhausted, hollowed by regret. You left, it said calmly, and you promised you wouldn't. I backed away, my shoulder hitting the mirror behind me. The glass was warm. Suddenly, memories flooded my mind. Flashes of sitting in that chair, night after night, listening to the house breathe, waiting for something to let me go. The mansion didn't trap people by force. It convinced them they belonged, that the outside world was the dream, and the house was what was real. I ran. I don't remember leaving the room. I don't remember reaching the door. I only remember standing back on Arthur Kill Road, gasping for air, the mansion silent behind me. When I turned around, it was gone. Hoost, trees, empty land. No gate. No driveway. I checked my phone. There was a photo in my gallery I didn't take. It showed the mansion, and me standing in front of it, staring straight into the camera.